guys, it's John Howell here from GetRippedShortcuts.com, and in this video I want to talk about probably one of the biggest myths I'm seeing around on my Facebook page right now, and probably around the whole fitness industry and the muscle building industry and all that sort of stuff. And you know, I've listened and I've spoken to and I've communicated with bodybuilders that have been in the industry for 10 years or more. I've been in the fitness industry. You know, and there's this whole big myth out there that you can actually overtrain. And the question is, can you really overtrain when it comes to what you're trying to do? Now, there is actually ways you can overtrain. Like, for example, if you're trying to weightlift and you're doing weightlift and you hit the same muscle day after day after day, then yeah, you're overtraining. But if I do, say, chest on Monday morning, and then on, say, Wednesday night, I hit chest again, is that overtraining? No, it's not. You're giving yourself ample time to actually recover, especially if your diet is really good. You get enough protein, you get in all your fats and all your proper fats and all the essential nutrients in your diet. Then a couple of days rest is actually ample time for your muscle to recoup and recover with that. Now there's whole, I've had some questions, John, saying, John, if I'm sore, say if I do, say, as an example, arms, and if my arms are sore still 2 days after, is it actually bad to train that? And I have found, no, it's not bad. It's actually good to train that. And hear me out. There's been times when I've done this. In the past, I've had leg day, and I've smashed it out on leg day, okay? And I actually went home, and the very next day, I was sore, and I was sore for a whole week. Now, I didn't do legs for a while because I wanted my legs to do what we call recover. And then I came back again a little while after and I hit legs really, really hard. And I hit legs hard this time and I was really sore again. Now, the last time I hit legs, it took me about a week to recover. This time, here's the difference. This time, I was sore from a really big leg workout. The very next day, I actually went and did a light leg workout to really get my muscles pumping again. Not a heavy workout, a light leg workout. And it was the very next day, I recovered fully and my legs were fine. So it's a bit of counterintuitive, I know that, but just try it out, okay? This is just what I've experienced, but if your muscles are sore, then just do a light workout again. Actually studies have shown that by working the muscle, even when it's sore, it can actually be beneficial to your strength and overall growth in that, okay? So if you're weightlifting, there's some things to look at when, can you really overtrain with that? I'd say no. If you're hitting, say, the same muscle twice a week, then that's not overtraining. But let's just say, for example, you're trying to train for weight loss, or you're trying to train for endurance or speed, or just an overall healthy cardiovascular system, okay? Then recently on my Facebook, I put up that I train sometimes 3 hours a day. Hour and a half in the morning and hour and a half at night. And you know, everyone started saying 3 hours is bad, 3 hours is actually not a good time, and so on and so forth. See, with me personally, I'm not training to get big, I'm not training to get huge. I want to be lean, I want to be skinny, and I want to be tight, right? I don't want to be big and huge and all these muscles and stuff like that, okay? That's just not me, that's not my preference. Your preference might be that you want to be massive, you want to be huge, okay? But that's not my preference. And so my preference is that I'm training 3 hours a day, but most of that time, probably at least half that time, I'm actually doing a lot of cardio work. Sprints, a lot of high intensive interval training, and I'm doing it for my endurance, I'm doing it for my speed, I'm doing it for my cardiovascular system, and I'm doing it for my overall health. And I find by doing that and eating right, not only am I actually looking lean and looking big with my muscles, but at the exact same time, I'm strong, I can play with my kids, I'm not running out of breath. So there's a difference between big and being big and looking big and strong, and actually being fit and endurance and strong, right? Just because you can lift well in the gym doesn't mean you can actually go out and and play with the kids and all that sort of stuff. I've known plenty of bodybuilders out there that have absolutely massive, but try to get them to play a game of football and they're out of breath really, really quickly. Makes sense? So it just depends on what you want to do. So what I try to do is I don't want to be looking massive and big. I want to be looking toned. Because some people say, oh, John, you look skinny. Yeah, I want to be skinny. I've always been a fat bastard over the years. Okay, I've always been that fat bastard over the years who really struggled to lose weight for a long time. You might be in the same situation. I struggled like heaps of times to lose weight. And so my goal is to be skinny and to show abs, to get a good definition of my abs, and slowly and surely increase that strength, that endurance, that speed, the overall cardiovascular system, the overall health, and to have good definition of my muscles. And I recently showed a photo just recently on my Facebook page, and I brought that up. And you know what? I'm really happy with the way I look right now. Okay, that was a photo just taken a couple of days ago, and I'm really happy with the way that I look right now when it comes to that. Now, it's up to you. You guys might want to absolutely just put on all this muscle mass and look just absolutely tanked and huge. Go for it. If that's something you want to do, go for it. Okay? But at the end of the day, can you overtrain? And I'd say no. If you want to get bigger, hit the same muscle 2 or 3 times a week. That's okay. All right? Just as long as you're getting enough sleep and enough nutrients, then your body will take care of it. If you're training for fat loss and weight loss and stuff like that, then no, spend a couple hours in the gym. If that's something that you like to do, then go do that, okay? So for all you guys on my Facebook page are saying, John, 3 hours is too much, then look at some of the athletes, okay? Look at some of the sports stars out there. They train like the house down. We're talking 2-3 hours in the morning, 2-3 hours at night. Look at a boxer. Man, a boxer, for example, spends a lot of their time. They get up in the early morning, they hit a smashing couple-hour session. Then they have a break, they have a sleep during the day, and at night time, guess what? They're back and they're in it again. They're skipping, they're jogging, they're punching, their endurance, their speed. They're always training, they're training. So 3 hours is nothing. My 3 hours sometimes per day is nothing compared to what some other sports stars and stars out there do, okay? So 3 hours, and at the end of the day, can you overtrain? And the answer is, I don't believe you can overtrain. If you're overtraining, then you're working really, really hard to the nth degree. And generally speaking, we don't generally give the absolute maximum in every single session. And if you don't, then try to give a more and more in each session. Okay. So I hope that helps. At the end of the day, can you overtrain? I believe you can't. If you are weightlifting, you are sore, try and do the very next day. Try and do a very light workout on that muscle. The whole thing might be, John, why am I doing this? But just try it out. Okay, just try it out. I found the very next day it helped out really well. The next thing I want to talk about, or the next thing we talked about in this video, is depending on what you want to do. But if you want to be looking lean and looking fit and looking strong, but also not just to look good, but be good. Meaning, like if you look big and strong and muscly, then you want to be able to be fast, you be quick, be endurance, be strong. Like for example with my kids, I pick my kids up and I play with them, I run around with them. They're light, they're not running me around, I'm running them around. Can you parents you can be on the same line of that, right? The whole thing is like, man, how did my 4 or 5 year old son become fitter than I am? He's running me ragged. The whole parents out there, they're running me ragged. You need to be able to build overall strength and overall health there, okay? Anyway, this video has gone for almost 10 minutes, and I apologize about that, but I want to talk about, can you really overtrain? And my overall opinion for that is no, not really. But there are some times that you can overtrain, and at the end of the day, make sure that you're not putting yourself under too much pressure, especially if you've got diabetes and heart disease and stuff like that. Make sure you consult your doctor. Make sure that you are doing the right thing for you. But don't be afraid to exercise. And if people say you only should train an hour a day, go for an hour and a half a day. And you know what? If you absolutely love it like me, I love getting into the gym and just smashing it and getting that feeling of just being totally exhausted, then do a good workout, okay? It's not going to do any harm. It's going to do you really, really well. It's going to do really good, okay? But once again, can you overtrain? Most of the time, 90% of the time, 95% of the time, no, we can't really overtrain because our bodies are quite good, especially if we're sleeping well and eating well. We can recover really, really quickly. But there are some times if we are giving absolutely everything, we're training 3-4 hours in the morning, 3-4 hours at night, we're eating very little, we're not getting good sleep, then yeah, you are overtraining because your body has very little sleep, very little nutrients to recover, okay? All right, this is John Howell here from GetRipShortcuts.com. Head on down to GetRipShortcuts.com, click on the link below to check out my Facebook page as well. All right, guys, I'm out of here, and I hope this helps. Leave a comment below and let me know what your thoughts are. Again, this is just here to help you guys try some things out. But at the end of the day, do some things differently instead of listening to everyone else. Because a lot of people out there have really, really good advice, and I've been really blessed from a lot of people's advice. But you know what, just try some of the things. That's all I say, all right? There's so many people on YouTube right now that I listen to that I've learned so much of and that I haven't learned so much of, right? So if there's some things that are going against your belief system, don't judge it, don't knock it. This is just what's worked for me, okay? Go out there, try some things out, and then see what happens, and let me know how it goes, all right? All right, guys, I'm out of here, and I'll speak to you soon. Peace out.